Good morning, children. This morning's lesson comes to us from the 25th chapter of Matthew. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. I'm wondering if you know the difference between sheep and goats. I don't know about you, but I don't have sheep and goats in my daily life, but they are very different animals. And in particular, the ways in which they behave are very different. Sheep have a shepherd, and they're really good at staying with that shepherd. They wouldn't know where to get food or where they could rest safely unless they were with the shepherd. And they take a lot of, they know who they are because their collective identity is grounded in the shepherd. Goats, on the other hand, are very independent. In particular, I don't know if you've ever seen goats eating trash, but they'll wander off on their own, eat as much trash as they can find, eat as many scraps as they can find, and then wander back to the place where they call home. Sheep find their identity in the community of other sheep and the shepherd, and goats are very, very independent. So what is it that Jesus is trying to tell us this morning about sheep and goats? Let me give you the rest of the story. Jesus went on to explain. He will say to those on his right, to the sheep, I was hungry, and you fed me. I was thirsty, and you gave me a drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me into your home. I was naked, and you gave me clothing. I was sick, and you cared for me. I was in prison, and you visited me. When did we do that? The righteous ones will ask. And the king will say, I tell you the truth. When you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me. Then he will turn to those on the left, or those he calls the goats, and say, I was hungry, and you did not feed me. I was thirsty, and you did not give me a drink. I was a stranger, and you did not invite me into your home. I was naked, and you did not give me clothing. I was sick and in prison, and you did not visit me. Then they will ask, when did we refuse to help you? He will answer, I tell you the truth. When you refused to help the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were refusing to help me. So the point of this lesson is not that the good things people do will get those people to heaven. The point is, in truly belonging to Jesus, in behaving like a sheep who takes our identity in the shepherd, who is Jesus, we show love for others as Jesus shows love for us. That is how Jesus can tell the sheep from the goats. So my prayer for each of us this week is that we can show love for others just as Jesus shows love for us. Amen.